Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of Wargame Review Institutions. This game got missorted. I was just going through a pile of boxes that I've already done unboxings of, and I saw this and I was like, I don't remember doing an unboxing or first look video of this, and checked my YouTube account, and sure enough I haven't, so it got missorted into the wrong pile. So let's finally do a first look at it. So this is New World from the Avalon Hill company. It says recreating the age of discovery in the 15th to 18th centuries. Bought this from my friend. I think he gave me a pretty good price on it. It looks like it's unpunched if I recall correctly. See what the back here says. New World is a simple multiplayer game which recreates the age of discovery in the 15th through 18th centuries as the powers of Europe explore, conquer, and ultimately colonize all the Americas. Wonder if 1500 from DVG is based on this game. The game compresses 300 years of westward expansion into a few hours of playing time, spanning the decades from the main voyage of Christopher Columbus and the Pilgrims landing on the Plymouth Rock through the conquests of Cortez and Pizarro and the ultimate wars of imperialism, which followed as Spain, England, and France clashed time and again over the riches of the New World, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's take a look through this and see what else is about it. Let's look at the stats in the bottom. It says it's low complexity. Each time scale is 10 years per turn. Map scale 750 miles per hex. Players, you can have 2 through 6. And playing time varies with the number of players, approximately 1 hour per player. That's not bad. So a 2-player game's 2 hours, not bad at all. And it has something unusual on the box, too. You don't see this on back of boxes too often. It's got the naval losses table on the back and the piracy table. Or maybe it's because it just took a picture of the map here, but alright, let's dig into this and see what we have here. It's a nice long box. Actually, it's so long it barely fits into the camera there. It's camera's view, that is. Let's look through the rule book there and see what we have. Since it says it's a little complexity, how many pages do we have? 7, so 8 pages including the back cover. Alright, goes over the components, and now here's the sequence of play. That's what I'm the most interested in. I assume you are too. Starts with planning stage, outbound naval movement, gold stage, and then there's land movement, combat versus players, combat versus natives, native uprising, survival, homebound naval movement, and income. Well, this looks much more involved than DVG's 1500. 1500 was just a basic area control game. This looks like it's got a little more meat to it, which is fine. Alright, let's go into the planning stage in more detail. Actually, this looks like a pretty good rule book. It's got the sequence of play, and then each section after is one step in the sequence of play. That's nice. That's how I like rule books to be. Alright, and after that, here's going to survival, political control phase, homebound naval movement phase, here's your income phase, how to win, political control. The winner is the first player to have political control of 5 areas in the New World at the end of any game turn. If there's no winner by political control victory conditions, by the end of turn 9, the winner is the player with the most money at the end of turn 10. And there's something called long game. If players agree beforehand, they may choose to play a longer version of the game by agreeing to a set number of turns as the maximum point at which play must stop and cash totals be tallied. Alright, now it's talking about alliances, exploration version. And here's some optional rules. This looks pretty simple. Alright. Game leader losses, player losses, coastal movement, homebound movement. So those are perils of the deep. And reduced political control benefits. And 2-player version, when playing with only 2 players, the game length is extended to 15 turns for political control victory, requiring 5 areas, or 16 turns for a monetary victory. And it's going into the piracy rules. Interesting. I haven't read any reviews of this game or anything, so I haven't even looked at the Board Game Geek page for it, so I don't know what the general consensus is. But as you've probably seen from my reviews, it's quite often that I disagree with the general consensus about games. So when I do get a chance to try this, I'll definitely let everyone know if I liked it. This is a nice map, a real nice map. Okay, so it's got, looks like all the tables you need right on the map. You got a survival table, native uprising table, naval losses table, piracy table, and my favorite, you got the sequence of play on the bottom. This is well thought out. And up here, what do we have? We have a climate key, an initiative display, and then a turn record track. And here's an unplayable areas display. So I guess for 5 players, it's those hexes you can't play. 4 player these, 3 player, and that for 2 player. Interesting. Alright, let's see what the rest of the components look like. It's like we have Portuguese fleets, Swedish fleets. These are game leader cards, I guess you call it. English fleets, Spanish, French, and Dutch. And he's got little perforations, so you can pull this apart and hand it to the player, give him what he needs. Oh, wonderful. It has actual play money. What's hilarious is the people on the dice tower usually have a heart attack whenever a game has play money instead of like a little track or something to keep track of money. I actually like play money, so that's cool. Alright, get some dice here. And here's some hex tile sheets. I wonder if those are for covering up or showing who's in control. I'm not sure. Haven't read the rules. Just this glance I just did during this video is all I've seen of the rules. Here's some counters. Counters look alright. One thing we haven't looked at here. What year is this game from? This got a date on it anywhere? Printed in USA. Come on, where's the date? 1990. Alright. I was going to say the game components looked a little bit better than what you would see in the 80s and so forth. Some more counters. They're unpunched. Fairly thick. These aren't bad. Especially for that time period, 1990s. These aren't bad at all. Here's some more of those big hex counters. And we have more of the small counters here. And here's a New World planning sheet. This has me intrigued. I think I might like this game. Alright, games and parts price list. Alright. Avalon Hill and Victory Games. Too bad they're no longer... Well, they're Avalon Hill's sort of around, but someone else owns them now. But anyhow, I think I'm going to be intrigued by this game, so I'll definitely try it out soon. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please click like on it. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. And as always, have a good evening.